And this is the kit. Just one little tiny box. There ain't much to it. So I got 2 of these spacers. You see they're offset to, I don't know, correct the spring angle as the axle drops a little bit. Yeah, interesting. Before we go any further, this is this kit here is made by Rough Country. I don't know what the part number is, 377, whatever, it doesn't really matter. It's about 2.5 inches, according to what I measured on that thickness there. So it comes with 2 spring spacers. These are shock spacers. These go at the bottom there. We've got instructions, and these are pretty detailed. I mean, they give you the tool sizes and everything. Here's the other spacer. Your hardware. That's it. Ain't much to it. So let me show you the next step. So the next step is we put this spacer back up there, and we do bolt it in. There's 2 bolts to hold it, but there's only 1 bolt on the truck, so we do have to drill the second hole, and then we can put the bolts through. No big deal, I hope. Hopefully my drill bits can hold up, because I'm pretty rough on them. Yeah, let's do it. Here we can see that got the spacers loosely bolted in with 1 bolt. The other bolt I have to drill is right there, about a 3/8 hole. Gotta do that on both sides. That'll just secure that spacer in place. After that, it's just reassembly. And you can see my hole. Yeah, I made that. Just gonna put a little paint in the hole there to keep things from rusting. And I did have to loosen this to swing it out of the way enough to get a good straight shot at it. So, paint in the hole, paint in the hole, paint in the hole. Alright, go to the other side. Alright. Whew. Another hole. Alright. So we got both bolts in. Spacers in, bolts are tight. That's hopefully the most pain in the butt part of this. Just trying to sneak a ratchet in top there, tighten that nut. That's kind of pain in the butt. And drilling the holes are never fun, but I think we're ready. Next step is to put the rubber isolator back on, put the spring in, and hopefully everything goes smooth from here. One thing I gotta look at, probably can't see because it's kind of dark, is there's 2 holes for the isolator. There's one in the back, one in the front. One has a D, one has a P, one for driver, one for passenger. So I just gotta make sure I put the rubber isolator back in the right hole for depending on which side of the truck it goes on. So alright, let's put this thing together. Alright, so in case you can't tell, we're on the, I have to look myself, passenger side of the truck. So that looks like a D. The P is definitely in the back, so let's see if that goes in its hole like it's supposed to. Oh, no, just like that. Easy. Easy peasy. My guess is I'm going to have to drop the axle down further to get the spring in. Never did notice that these have a top and bottom. Doesn't look like it. Oh yeah. I'm going to have to drop the axle further. Hopefully there's enough room. That axle's almost all the way down. I'm going to go throw the isolator on the other side just so I'm ready to slam everything back together. Got metal shavings all over. These are just going to turn to little rusty bits. Put the isolator in on the other side. It's wet gravel. Drop this axle down a little bit further. Hopefully everything goes good. Yeah. Okay. See if that's enough. I'm trying to go just far enough. Oops. This side here. Worst case scenario, I got some spring compressors I can put on it, hopefully. Way down there. Yeah, definitely glad I took off both bolts for that. So that's the dirty side, so that's probably the bottom. There we go. Yes. Get back in there. Alright. There's one side. Let's get the other side in. Other side dropped right in. It's got plenty of room. Yeah, it's definitely the side that's hanging up on the tie rod and stuff. So it's definitely ready. We are ready to start jacking things back up, get everything into alignment again, get all the springs seated in their proper spots. Alright, so per the instructions, this is the shock extension. What we're going to do, stick this guy in the middle there, torque that down with the factory bolt, and we're going to turn, see that? Turn the shock 90 degrees, stick it in the new location. So, factory bolts. And a factory bolt. Now, before I put these shocks in, I want to get these brackets back on while I still got room, so I can pull them out of the way a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, whoops. I got these little spacers I'm supposed to put in between the back bracket on the factory location so it doesn't crush. Didn't really seem to crush though anyways, but we'll... Of course it's probably crushed now. Oh yeah, now we're crushed. So these are supposed to go inside of here. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to get them in now. I'll go over to the shop and play with these a little bit. We're back. What I ended up doing, instead of trying to open that bracket up again, I just ground down the spacer just a little bit. It wasn't much at all, so it'll be fine. I hope. I gotta make sure you get the dang bolt to fit through it. There we go. Like a glove. Now we can put it back together. What they say, if you're not messing anything up, you're probably doing it wrong. Does that make sense? That sounds a little more solid. Okay, I gotta do the same thing to the other side now. And now for the new shock bolt. This is my last piece of hardware because I already did the other side. Oh boy, press the shock. Oh boy, come on. Whew. New bolts are 22 millimeter. I'm gonna go grab a different wrench here. Maybe a socket to tighten it. Here we go. Oh, tired. Need lunch. Last part of the puzzle. Sway bar. Should be easy, right? Oh, just like that. Get you tightened back down and back to the 10mm. Still know where it is. I didn't get lost. I mean, that's a plus, right? Well, we got everything back together. Finally got that sway bar on. Shocks are good. Spacers are in. Just gotta make sure it doesn't catch on that little rubber lip when I get the spring set in place there. And yeah, they do recommend an alignment. Probably not completely necessary because it's a solid axle, and the tie rod runs from one wheel to the other. So initially, all I'm going to do is adjust the, what do they call it, the drag link, just to keep my steering wheel straight. But they do recommend it because this spring is probably going to be bowed out. So you kind of need to pull the camber back. Yeah, pull the camber back to get it to straighten out a little bit and probably drive better. But we'll see. I'm gonna put the wheels back on here and set her back on the ground. Cool. Does it fit? Oh, gotta go up a little bit. Well, we got the wheels back on. Time to get it off the jack stands, put it on the ground, and see how she looks. Off the jack stands. Yep. One. Oh, she looks better already. Don't forget the salad dressing. Yeah. That's done. Much better. I like the way that looks so much better. I guess all I got left to do is wait for the tires to come in this week, and then she'll have some meat under her. That looks so much better. Well, that's it. Rough country. We made a good kit. Everything seemed to fit how it should. I'm satisfied. Can't wait to get some bigger tires on it now. Now they look a little dinky almost. At least need something a little more aggressive. So, cool. On to the next project.